Little Miss Recap contains adult language and is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi everyone, welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where we have to put everything aside now and record for 3 hours because 90 Day Fiance UK fucked us.
Yes, they did. I forget every year that they do this. They drop three. They drop three.
Guys, I mean, I'm here for every minute of it.
I'm here for every minute of it too, but this is not a Matt Sharp joint when that happens. Matt Sharp wouldn't do that to us.
Matt Sharp loves us.
He does.
He would never hurt us in this way.
No. So guys, I love how much of my life is tied to some man who could run me over with a truck and I wouldn't know it's him.
So guys, do not worry. By the time next week's episode rolls around, we should be caught up. We're working our little buns off to get you what you need.
You guys will get a little bit of extra content this week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're just going to slam some 90 Day UK down their throats.
They're raw dogging us, so we can raw dog you.
Yes. Ding, ding. Ding. Guys, my name's Amy Archer. I'm your host. I'm here with the lovely, the talented, the writer. Amanda Lipnack-Radell. Good morning, Amanda.
Morning, Amy. Good morning, friends. Yes, writing. I actually, wrote something and published
your Substack out. I loved it. I enjoyed it.
Thanks to the lovely Meredith Constant for pushing me to finally do it, because we were chatting about it before I even did it. So I'm like, I'll hit the publish button yesterday.
I'm very excited. You're going to do some more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. I'm going to take some of the content that I wrote previously from my old blog and move it over there. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'll note when things are, because sometimes they're like timely around my age and stuff. I'll be like, this was written in 2017. So,
yeah,
get what you will.
Yeah, throw a little thing up the top. That's what I'm doing with the Gen X stuff. It's so dated because it was done, 2 years ago. That I'm just like, hey, this repurposed content.
Yep.
Enjoy it.
Or don't enjoy it, but pick one.
Yeah.
I'm psyched for more of the Gen X stuff to come over.
I'm excited too. Yeah. People want to hear our coverage of Rock of Love.
I know you're getting a lot. I've never watched Rock of Love.
Oh God.
I want to hear the My So-Called Life stuff.
Yeah. There's only 6 episodes though. Maybe you and I will need to finish it.
Oh, we could totally finish it. God, I love that show so much.
I loved it too. I had never seen it. I saw it the first time as an adult.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I loved it so much.
I love when you say, oh my God, that way.
Oh my God. I love it so much. Yeah, it's a great show. And it was baby Claire Danes.
Baby Claire Danes. Yep. Before Homeland.
Mm-hmm. Before she went crazy on Homeland.
Homeland was such a good show.
I watched like the first 2.5 seasons and then I got waylaid. So I'd need to go back. Yeah. And I actually think I'd have to start over because I don't really remember.
I love the political intrigue.
And I would watch Mandy Patinkin just read the phone book.
Me too.
I don't care.
He's lovely.
Just so amazing.
He has a great TikTok with his wife.
Does he?
Do they? Maybe it's on Instagram Reels, but they have good social media together. Okay. It's very funny. They have like their kid, who's like an adult kid.
Sure.
But he'll like ask them pop culture questions and they have no clue. It's very funny.
I'll have to go look at that. My dad recently saw him perform in Fort Lauderdale and said he was fantastic. And if you get the opportunity to go see him. So,
oh, cool. You know who else has a great social media?
Little Miss Recap?
Yes. But Kevin Bacon and Keir
they're hilarious.
They're hilarious. Can we talk about how hot Kevin Bacon is as a holdie? Young Kevin Bacon wasn't into him.
Okay. Now you're into him. He's a holdie.
He's a holdie with a guitar?
I know.
And glasses?
I know. He's sexy, which I feel weird saying because he gave me a piggyback when I was 3, but
he's sexy as hell.
He is. Yeah, he's gotten sexy.
Okay, now let's talk 90 Day UK for 1 second. So this is my
I think we're going to talk it the whole episode, but okay.
This is my first go round.
Okay.
With it.
Yes.
So I tried to get up to speed on, because we only have 1 returning couple, right?
Correct. I Love You Chicken.
Tried to get up to speed on them. It seems like not much happened.
So no, not much happened. She brought him in from, I think he's from Colombia.
Yeah, I think
so. Okay. I knew it was somewhere in South America. She brings him in. She has a son
who gives side eye the entire time.
Oh, right? The whole time. The entire time her child is like, this is the stupidest thing I have ever seen. I don't know what my mother's doing. Why did we bring some guy in the house who doesn't speak English, who blows up the toilet all day and makes his music?
Okay.
And her son is very, very parentified and was real tired of him and kept trying to tell
I got
Louise,
the parentified son after 5 minutes.
kept trying to tell Louise to give this guy the boot, but then she gets pregnant and then they had a baby. Yeah. And there was thought, because at the last tell-all, they were flown in via satellite, not in person.
Right.
People wondered if there might be some issues with the baby, if the baby had some challenges.
She has fibromyalgia?
She has fibromyalgia. She's an influencer.
Oh.
And is on disability because of her fibromyalgia. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, she's very standard issue, making poor choices, older woman, 90 Day Fiance.
Like I would be if I were on this show.
Which is why we cannot let you go on this show.
I don't know if you got this or if I decided not to send it to you, but I am on some kind of algorithm on Instagram.
Okay.
Where I'm getting advertisements for a prisoner pen pal website.
See, this can happen. People say on these shows, on all the Lalus, it just kind of came up in my algorithm. I don't know what happened.
There's one guy, I almost sent it to you like, you need to keep me safe from this guy. Not because I'm attracted to him in any way.
Okay.
But because he terrifies me to my core.
Okay.
He's tattooed within every inch of his life.
Okay.
And he's like, I want a girl who will just let me do whatever I want. Like, he's real aggressive. And I'm like, I need gentle Rick with his guitar and his glasses. I can't have this guy.
No, you can't have scary men. You can't. Amy, am I going to have to take your male privileges away? You cannot send letters to these people.
I'm not to be allowed near post office.
No. Give me Timmy's number. I'm going to tell him what's happening and that you need to just be sedated and put in your room until this time passes.
He's just going to work me to death. I'll get there.
That's fine. That's fine. Whatever it takes to keep you from making a fool, acting a fool, as the kids say. Do the kids say that? I don't think they say that.
Well, I was telling you a new phrase I learned real quick. Let me just educate everyone. My daughter said last night she went to a party and her and her best friend split up at the party. Then they reconvened the next day and said, we need to go debrief our side quest. Side
quest. Yes.
Yeah. And I asked her to explain, what the fuck does this mean? And I know what the words mean.
Sure. But what are we talking about?
What is the context? And she said, when you separate from your friend and things happen, that's your side quest.
Yes. You have to then come back
together
and understand what happened.
So there you go, guys. The more you know.
Did anything exciting happen in the side quest? Do we know?
Well, that's when she kissed the boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
We talked about it on another show, guys. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right, here we go. So 90 Day Fiance UK Season 3, Episode 1, She's Taking You for a Ride. I am just going to put this out there. I'm not going to do any accents during
No,
this.
Don't do it.
I'm terrible at it. I'm not even attempting. It's insulting. So I'm just going to keep it no accent.
No accent. Got it.
Okay. So we're going to start with Charlotte and, as she says, Johan.
We're like, I don't think it's Johan.
I'm like, isn't it Johan?
I think it's Johan.
Yeah.
I think that's what
she says
is.
Johan.
Okay.
All
This
right,
feels like a Molly and Louise situation to me.
Yes, very similar.
Yeah.
She's cruising.
She even looks a little bit like Molly.
She does.
Yeah.
She does. She's cruising in her BMW convertible. And she says she's a barber and she's been cutting hair for 18 years. Now, her and her mother are going for manicures, and in a confessional, mom's correcting her grammar.
Yeah. Mom's
I'm here for that. I'm here for that. I may or may not correct my kids' grammar more often than I care to admit.
My mother also was a grammar corrector.
Yeah. Even though I slip, but you know what? I slip up with my grammar, and I expect somebody to correct me.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So they have a real love-hate relationship, this mother and Charlotte.
Yeah. This is not going well.
It's not good.
No.
That mom's going to be, some of the moms on this episode
are going to be problems.
Charlotte lives in a 3-bedroom home. Now, what are your thoughts on her letting her cats eat on the table with her?
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
So we have a process in our home where Toby sits next to Todd at dinner. He sits on the chair with his little face.
Chair. Okay.
Yes, sits on the chair, but with his little face up like he's just joining us for dinner. Todd will sometimes give him food, which I don't love that he does, but that ship has sailed. And then he works on their high-fiving because Toby can high-five.
Yes.
But yeah, Toby sits on the chair, and when he gets off the table, we look at him and go, and he gets back down.
Yeah.
He'll do the like, can I get away with this? Like maybe one paw. And we're like, He's like,
yeah,
oh, okay.
I don't let my cats on the... I don't have cats, but when I had cats most of my life, they were never allowed on the counters, never allowed because they're in their litter box.
Exactly. That's what it is. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Plus, cat food's disgusting. I don't want it near me.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, she has a huge candelabra that is just empty of
there were many questions about what was happening on her table.
So she's been single for a bit now, but she says she hit 30 and her friends started settling down and she was panicking, as we see. She met Johan, her toy boy.
Again, we're back with the toy boys.
Yep.
So did you see the old woman on previous seasons of 90 Day UK who had the boyfriend in Turkey?
No, but I heard Jake and Matt talking about her. She used to say toy boy.
Toy boy, yes.
So this is her toy boy, and she says when she was on vacation with her mom and her stepdad in the DR, she met him, and he's cheeky, and his eyes are to die for, and he's part of the entertainment team at the resort, and they ended up banging it out for 2 days in a hotel room.
Okay. Which means you should have just gone home, girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
4 months later, she goes back. They end up getting engaged. They talk on the phone a lot. He's learning his English.
Good.
She wants him to move to the UK. She wants a family. He wants twins.
Well, yeah, it's difficult to design that, but okay.
It's difficult to plan that, dude. And no, you don't. Just gonna put it out there. Later, Charlotte meets up with her friends at a pub, and the friends are like, Good skeptical friends. That's a trope. Yep. Good skeptical friends.
We always have to have the friends who are like, are you sure you know what you're doing? Is he using you for the British equivalent of a green card? What are we doing here?
I love the B-roll on all of this. Especially, is it her that lives in the seaside town, or is it Jamie? Might be Jamie.
I think it's Jamie.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
So they want her to spend more time with him to know if they're truly compatible. She's like, what? Spend more time with somebody? No.
No, I'm just moving him here.
No. One of her friends says, you've been seeing him on holiday. You need to see him on non-holiday.
Correct.
And I was like, oh, God. Because I've told you this story before. Vacation Amy is a barrel of laughs and fun.
Sure.
And, somebody needs to know non-vacation Amy. Somebody needs to know, I need to do 6 loads of laundry today, Amy, to decide if they really want to be with me.
Exactly. And the answer might be no.
The answer will probably be no. So Charlotte says they've already had a 30-day holiday visa declined. So this is not going to work out. Getting married out there will show everyone they're serious. That's not how the immigration officers aren't sitting around like, we don't believe her. Maybe if she goes out there and marries him, then we'll take this more seriously.
No, that's not how this works, honey.
The friends are questioning her, and we finally learned that Johan is 21.
This is a Molly and Louise situation.
The friends are like, whoa.
And also, like, why are we pulling someone out of Dominican Republic and moving them into England and thinking this is going to go well for them?
I don't know. He wants to go, though.
I know, but does he know what he's getting into? He's 21.
No, he doesn't know what he's getting. No.
He's going to be living in gray rain.
Clue about anything when I was 21.
No, he's going to be living in gray rain and hate it real fast.
I would love to live in gray rain.
I would be fine with it, but I don't think someone who comes from Dominican Republic will be fine with it.
That's true. We'll get to him. Okay. So she says, I was told that he was older, but by the time I figured out that he was young enough, it was too late. The ship had sailed. We banged it away and I loved him. Okay. So she's going out there for a week and she won't be able to see him because he'll be at work and she can't even see him at work because he has to fuck all the girls at work.
Oh, God.
And she doesn't want to see it and is nervous that he'll meet somebody else.
She's trying to lock this shit down. And I'm sure he has met other people. I'm sure he is banging other people. Though I do wonder for these guys that are the resort workers and stuff, and we say they're banging other people, if they truly were, would they go on a TV show?
I don't know. And does the resort allow this? Like, full disclosure, I have only been to a resort one time. It was for like 3 days. We all know the story. You lived through my anxiety journey.
Right.
Instead of banging away with some resort worker, I was in the nurse's office getting my blood pressure handled. I felt really, I talked to you about this at the time. I felt really uncomfortable with the amount of people waiting on you. I don't like that at all. It felt gross. It felt, ugh.
Yeah.
So like, does the resort allow them to fuck guests?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know.
Guys,
I could see it going either way. On the Love Boat, were they allowed to fuck passengers? No, but they did.
Here's the problem with the Love Boat. Captain Stoobs, who was in charge, was the biggest fucker of all.
Yeah, Captain Stoobing was a whore.
So he set the tone.
Captain Stoobing was a whore. He was a slut.
Yeah, he
was slut people.
He set the tone. He was slutting all up that ship. So
he probably didn't use condoms though, because it was the 70s.
That's true. Yeah. True. Very true.
And
Captain Stoobing probably has 85 kids.
He probably does have 85 kids and about 3 different STIs. We explained condoms are for slut people to our stepson the other day. He's like, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't. That was what's his name? Asuelu. We don't need Asuelo's sex ed tips.
No. And Asuelu, you are slut people. It's fine.
It's fine.
We're all slut people. We're all slut people. Yeah. It's fine.
All right. So we meet Johan and he says Johan.
Yeah. So does everyone else around him.
He works at a resort in Punta Cana. Were you ever in Punta Cana?
Okay. That's when I went to Dominican Republic. That's where we were. Okay. Not at that resort though. It doesn't appear.
I have friends who got married there. There are very like best couple friends, and we couldn't go because we had twin infants at the time. So he says he lives the resort life. He gets a lot of girls. He says his job is to entertain and keep the women happy. He says women are happy, or women are all over him 24/7, and it's a lot of work.
It's hard to be Johan. I think he lives a very challenging life. Yeah, it's hard.
He says they work 24 hours, but this suntan lotion won't apply itself, Amanda.
No.
He's got to do some stuff. He supports his mom and his brothers. Am I wrong in thinking he's sweet?
He might be sweet. He might also be a user. I'm not sure where this is going to come down. This could go either way.
I'm not sure either, but I really like how much he takes care of his mom.
I do too, but she's a dum-dum for doing this.
Charlotte,
not the mom.
Yeah.
Girlfriend.
Mom says she is very thankful we meet mom, and she looks younger than him. I thought it was his sister.
Yeah.
She says she's thankful for God and for Charlotte because when she had surgery, Charlotte sent money to get her medication every week. Johan swings by the hotel bar now, and he's telling his friend the story of how he met Charlotte. And he also says he's real excited. He seems to have a plan, though.
Yeah.
He's excited to move to the UK and teach Spanish.
He does seem to be thinking this through more than a lot of these jokers.
Yeah. Why didn't any of these other idiots think of that, of teaching Spanish?
I don't know. Well,
I mean, he's bilingual. A lot of them aren't.
I think you'd have to know English a lot better than a lot of these people do.
So now we see Charlotte, and she's standing there watching Graham, her stepdad of a certain age, wash her car. Okay.
I think Charlotte is a very, how you say, spoiled brat.
Yeah, I'm getting that vibe.
Yeah, spoiled brat.
Mom brings them a drink, and the parents are really concerned about this whole situation. And
rightfully so.
Charlotte's real offended when people bring up doubts because she says it makes her feel like she's not enough. Okay. She says she'll be sending money to him and paying for the wedding. And she also says, okay, yeah, I did pay for a new roof when they had a hurricane. And I just have a note here. I would get totally sucked into a situation like this because money doesn't mean anything to me. Like, I could care less about money.
Right.
So if somebody was like, I need a roof for my house, I'd be like, okay. And I would just send them the money.
Yeah.
I would get roped right into this.
You would.
Yeah.
You would probably put 7 roofs on someone's house. You would probably bury about 12 grandmothers. Just saying.
So she explains to mom that she's getting older and she wants a child. And mom goes, kids aren't all they're cracked up to be.
What every child wants to hear from their parent.
Yeah.
Could have gone either way. Didn't need you.
Mom says Charlotte is running away with herself with this baby nonsense. Babies aren't just for Christmas. They're for life. Okay.
All
right.
Yeah, I mean.
So what was your first impression of Charlotte?
Charlotte's a spoiled brat. And I don't think this will go well.
I don't either.
And I think he's banging other people.
Same. Yeah. Okay, do you want Jamie and Kathleen? Yeah, we're saving my boy Sprite for the end.
Sprite is going to be a lot.
Sprite is going to make this worth watching.
Yes, it is. Yes, he is.
Okay, Jamie and Kathleen. So Jamie is, I didn't do this. Let me do this up top. Charlotte is 34 and she's a barber, and Johan is 21 and he works at a resort in Punta Cana. Punta Cana, sorry. And
Punta Cana.
Jamie is 33 and he works in North London. He lives in North London. He's a transport operator. Okay. And Kathleen, we don't know about her. Do we know where she's from?
Isn't she from?
Is she from Thailand?
Thailand,
no, that's Sprite.
Philippines?
Yes, and she lives in Cyprus now.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I don't have that in my notes. Okay. Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. So Jamie lives with his parents. He's 33.
Yeah.
Okay, so he says his mom's a stereotypical Jewish mom who cooks, cleans, and does too much for him. He's complaining mom dotes on him, and I'm like, why don't you move out then?
Yeah.
There's a way to get around this, Amanda.
Leave.
Move out.
This mom, whoa.
He admits he has the freedom of an adult, yet the responsibility of a kid, which is none.
This isn't good.
This isn't good.
This isn't going good.
Mom is his best friend. Red flag.
Oh, no.
Red flag.
Nope. Nope.
Mom gets... Wait a minute. Did I write this correctly?
Does
Mom get hit on a lot? And people assume Jamie's her boyfriend? Did I get that right? I don't know. That's what I wrote. Maybe it was a fever dream.
Okay. I don't remember that, but that's distinctly possible.
I don't know if anyone can compare to my mom because she's on a level by herself. Red flag. Red flag. Run, Kathleen, run.
Jamie is not in good working order.
Amanda, I have been unlucky in love. Why do you think that is? I think we know why.
Oh, God, his mother scares me too.
Yes. So he's dated a bunch of women abroad who've all used him for money.
Shocking.
But Kathleen is different, Amanda. She's different. She's from the Philippines and she's living in Cyprus. He says the first time he saw her, it was love at first sight and they talk constantly. So they have met. So
that's one good thing.
What's her bucket? Charlotte and Johan have met.
Yes.
Okay. These two have met.
Yes.
So that's where we're at.
One of my favorite books of all time was set in Cyprus. I'd like to go to Cyprus.
I would like to go to Cyprus. So
we'll put it on our tour.
She says, can we get some plastic surgery while we're over there?
Sure. Okay. #Bodrum. We'll be there. Okay. It'll be great.
Okay. So she says, when are you coming back to Cyprus, and can you be romantic this time? But there's competition.
I like her.
Jamie tells us there's competition between Mom and Kathleen, basically coming from Mom.
I'm sure there is.
Jealous.
This mother's insane.
Yeah,
and
she's nuts.
And her physicalature scares me.
Yeah, somebody point out she has very red hands.
I didn't notice the red hands. I mean, she's extraordinarily skinny, kind of scary skinny.
Yeah. Like she might be sick or something.
Like she might be sick. And her lipstick is like this frosted pink that kind of makes her look like a corpse. It's not good. There's a lot going on with this mom.
I wonder if she just battled cancer or something. Do you know what I mean? We'll find out.
Yeah.
So he has a chat with Mom, and we learn that he's never told his mom that he sent Kathleen money, but Amanda, he left his bank statement on the bed and she was in there doing something and found
right.
Oh,
God.
I would go berserk if I lived with my parents at 33.
Y'all saw how I handled, staying with my mom for 2 days before I gave her COVID post-surgery. Yeah, no, I can't live with my parents. I can't.
No. Guys, come at us if you could live with your parents. You know what? I'm going to take that back. At 33, when I had 2 3-year-olds.
Oh, yeah, that would have been nice.
I could have lived with my mother. Absolutely. Like, I get why Kalani is living at home. Mm-hmm. I get why Kobe and Emily are home.
Yeah. I think they got a house, though. I think they moved.
Yeah. So he said at one point he was sending Kathleen around 200 pounds a month. And mom's like, oh, I feel sick. She says she's very protective of her little man boy. Very protective of him. Jamie, we learn, is an operations officer for Transport for London. And he says the ladies love his uniform. But Amanda, the uniform's only a yellow vest. That's not the uniform women go nuts over. Dude.
No, honey. No, Jamie. No. I want a man in like dress blues from the Navy. That's what I'm looking for.
100%. Yep.
Not a construction vest.
No. He says he works as much as possible. And he says he and Kathleen have had some ups and downs. And they broke up for 6 months because he was letting others in his ear. Mom. He says his friends and family are real concerned, especially Dickbag Richard. Wow. Wow. This guy is part of the manosphere.
Oh, 100%. 100%. He's not our people.
He's not our people. Meredith Constant and I were texting last night and she goes, he 100% voted for Brexit.
Yeah.
Like, yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. So they meet up for coffee and Jamie's telling Richard, we're back together. And Richard's like, you're a big dummy. And guys, I'm not making this up.
But yeah, this guy's a lot.
He has a shirt on that says, I'm weird, but you're boring. Mm-hmm. He says, Jamie says, I know I've been single a long time. No, I'm sorry. Richard says, yo, dummy. I know you've been single for a long time, but you shouldn't drink poison because you're thirsty. You know what it is? It's the way he talks. He's very verbose. And he reminds me a little bit of Cody Brown. In the way that he talks. Cody would say that analogy. Just because you're thirsty doesn't mean you should drink poison.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. So Richard's like, didn't we have this conversation 2 girlfriends ago? Like, he's real.
Richard, I need you to focus your energy on getting Jamie to move out of his house more than who he's dating. Yeah. Pick your battles, dude. And the one that'll do Jamie better is moving out of his mother's house.
Yeah. And he's like, she's only after your money. She's only after your money.
I don't think he's rolling in it.
I don't think Richard has a very positive view of immigrants.
No.
Just gonna put that out there.
And I'm gonna guess it probably goes down based on their race.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah.
So Richard's like, she's going to take all your money, dude. And Jamie's like, I'm going to propose. And Richard's like, I will fucking slap you right now.
Don't make me have to hit you.
Oh, okay. Let's go to the showstopper, shall we? John and Puck from A Midsummer Night's Dream. Oh, I mean Sprite.
Right.
This guy's got some real Puck energy.
He does. He's like a forest nymph.
Oh, geez. Oh, wow. Okay. John. So let me read their little card that I have. John is 29. He's a chef. And Sprite is 26 from Bangkok, Thailand. He's a freelance photographer, like a real one.
Yeah. He does some real work. And at least these two have like real jobs and stuff.
Yes.
And they're age appropriate.
I didn't think they were.
I didn't think they were because Sprite looks like he's 12.
Yes. So, and John looks older than 29.
Yeah. But if we are correct in our age, we are age appropriate.
So John is 29. He lives in Aylesbury. He's a chef. He has a passion for food. And he says, that explains my gut. Now, I want to talk about something for a minute.
Okay.
I've noticed this before, and maybe we've talked about it before. The way they talk about weight and bodies in the UK is so different than the way we talk about it here.
The way we talk about weight and bodies everywhere in the world is different than we talk about it here.
They talk about it, like, I don't know how to explain it, but when they're talking about it, it doesn't feel gross. It doesn't feel
like a moral
shaming.
Judgment.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
It doesn't feel like a moral.
It
just a fact.
It doesn't feel like there's morality tied to it.
Yeah, it's just a fact. We see this all the time. Like the foreign person will like look at their partner and be like, "You're fat," and we're like, "Oh, how can they say that?" And they're like, "I'm not saying that's good, bad, or indifferent. I'm just, it's no different than saying I have brown hair."
Right.
It just is what it is.
It's so wild, isn't it?
It is really wild. It is really wild.
How about, did you like the commercial I sent you last night? Guys, do you remember the Special K inch?
Pinch an inch.
If you could pinch an inch.
You need to be on Special K. I love Special K.
Start eating Special K.
I quite enjoy Special K.
No.
Can we talk about sugar cereals? How do you feel about sugar cereals? Like, what's your favorite cereal?
Okay, so I'm addicted to Raisin Bran. I love it so much.
Oh, I enjoy Raisin Bran.
I was on a kick where I was eating Cheerios every day, and it legitimately lowered my cholesterol like 25 points.
Okay. I love Cheerios too.
But if I'm going to have a cereal, okay, like no one's watching, I get to have whatever I want. Lucky Charms.
They're magically delicious.
They're magically delicious.
I've never had Lucky Charms.
What?
I've never had Lucky Charms. I've never had almost any fun cereal you can think of.
Because your parents wouldn't let you.
My parents wouldn't let me. But my
parents threw a box of whatever in front of us. We ate it.
I could put as much sugar in my rice or in my cornflakes as I wanted, but I couldn't have Frosted Flakes.
Oh God, my parents did not give a fuck.
Oh,
we had Cookie Crisp. We had Blueberry. What was it? Strawberry Frankenstein? Is that the name? Frankenberry? Frankenberry.
Oh, Frankenberry, yes. Frankenberry,
yes. And Count Chocula. We had Cocoa Pebbles. Whatever the fuck we wanted.
I tried Trix because a friend of mine had it, and I thought it tasted like perfume.
Great. Yeah, Trix
is
not great.
It tastes like perfume. It wasn't really good.
Fruit Loops is your better fruity cereal. Yeah.
Actually, we were talking about our cereal choices last night, and Todd said, I don't understand why you don't love Joy. Because
me too.
I like
Cheerios. A bowl of Joy.
I like Cheerios. I also really like Grape Nuts.
No, you're wrong. You're just wrong on that. Now,
you and Todd can rail against me.
As a grown-up, I eat Cheerios. And I put fresh blueberries in it and a tiny little teaspoon of sugar over it, and it's delicious.
I put raisins in my Cheerios. Actually, I put raisins in almost all my cereal.
But, I mean, the kid in me. Come on. Come on.
I'm a weirdo.
Wow. Okay. All right. My parents, they didn't start, when I was a kid, they were smokers. They ate like shit. I mean, they were young.
Yeah.
They didn't really start becoming active health freaks until they were in their 30s. And at that stage, that's when my mom just gave up cooking and feeding us for good.
Right.
And we would open the fridge and there'd be yogurt, some tomatoes, and we just had to pile something together.
Okay.
So that's when Jenny and I started walking down the convenient mart, and we would buy Velveeta mac and cheese, make the whole box, and eat it.
Okay. As you do.
Yeah. It was a wild time. Okay. All right. So let's get back to John and Sprite. I feel like there would be a cereal named Sprite.
Yeah. I feel like it would be magically delicious. Yes, I feel like Sprite might be magically delicious.
He might be.
He's adorable.
So, all right. He went to Thailand for a year, John did, to teach. And he met Sprite. Now, was he teaching English or was he teaching cooking?
I don't know. I couldn't tell what he was teaching.
It seemed like he might be teaching English.
That's what I thought too. I mean, that seems to be why most people
a lot of people do this. You take a gap year, whatever. You take a year off and you do this. So I wrote, yikes, he looks really young. Real young. He was going through a breakup and Sprite really helped him. He's an amazing person and John can't imagine his life without Sprite. And he smiles and beams every time he talks about it.
He loves him. He's psyched about him.
Oh, he moved back to the UK, unfortunately, for his career. But the distance is really hard because they're in different time zones. They can't really talk. On the phone, they're talking about the gym and Sprite says, you got a big stomach. And John tells us, Sprite can be a bit of a bitch. And they fight. And I'm here for this.
Oh, yeah. I want to see these two go at it.
Me
I think
too.
It'll be a bitchy queen fight, and I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, they're going to be a delight.
So John is telling Sprite, I miss you. I love you. So let's reenact, Amanda.
Okay.
I'll be John. You be Sprite.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got to go. Okay. I love you. I miss you so much. I love you. I miss you. I miss you, honey.
Yeah. Okay. Have a good day.
Honey, I miss you. I love you so much.
Yeah. I heard you. Have a good day.
I can't wait for you to be in my arms again.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Okay, yeah.
Okay, that's how it goes, guys.
Yes.
He does not, he's like, Sprite doesn't tell me that he loves me very much. I'm like, dude, red flag.
Sprite reciprocates none of my affection.
None.
So this is great.
None.
I was like, oh my God, he's literally just looking at him like,
Yep.
Amy, I love you.
Oh, See, I can't even do it. I have to say I love you
too. No, doesn't feel good. Just saying.
No, it doesn't. All right. Sprite is 26. He lives in Bangkok. He's a freelance one night in Bangkok.
I know. I can't say can't even say the name Bangkok without singing that in my head.
He is a real freelance photographer, guys. Like, he's done a lot of big brands. He's done commercial photography. He's done celebrity portraits. Like, I
wonder if he's done anything with Sean from Lip.
Ooh, good question. I would be afraid Sean would try to pick him up.
I'd be afraid of that too.
So, because we know Sean likes himself a twink. He's admitted it.
Oh yeah, he's.
So he says the UK will be a nice opportunity for him to grow his business.
Okay.
Sure.
We'll see what happens.
I agree, but it seems like he's doing pretty well himself.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't seem like he's hurting for work.
He meets up with Pun, a friend of his. And she's like, you met this guy on Tinder, right? And we see John's pic. It's not great. His Tinder pic is not good. He needs Amanda Lipnack-Radell, dating consultant.
Yes, come to me, John. I will help
Tinder
you.
Picture, because
when this relationship goes south, and I'm here from the future to tell you that this relationship will go south, sir. Come to me. I will help you find somebody.
Yep.
Because it's not Sprite, but I enjoy Sprite. Both the drink and the person.
I don't like Sprite.
Really?
No.
I like Sprite.
I'm not a big soda person.
Okay.
If I have to have soda, it's Coke from a fountain.
Okay.
Or I'm obsessed with ginger ale. I will have ginger ale. I have to take all the carbonation out of it with a fork.
Right.
And then I'm fine.
Okay.
But I enjoy a soda person.
I enjoy fountain soda if I'm hungover. Fountain Coke when you're hungover.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. So Sprite did not like him at all, but he swiped right because he saw that John was teaching English and he needs to learn English. So Sprite he's very selective in his choices here. He knows what to do. He's very deliberate in his choices.
Yes. This was by design.
So Pun asks Sprite to describe his perfect man, and he says blonde hair, blue eyes, bigger than me. So basically Thor, he says. But, John is like Thor if he's fat.
John is nothing like Thor. Ooh. Fat or not.
Am I like Angelina Jolie, only fat?
I think I am.
That's going to be my new
I'm Jodie Foster, except for fat.
My new tagline is going to be Amy Archer.
Sure.
Angelina Jolie, only fat.
Fat. Yeah. My Amanda Lipnack-Radell. Jodie Foster, only fat.
Yep. Yeah. So he tells the camera, John is way more into me than I am into him. Really, dude? We didn't notice.
You don't say.
So later, John is doing some beauty treatments because Sprite's coming to visit. And he's like, he's really hot, but I'm not sure he thinks the same way about me. He doesn't. He doesn't.
I did appreciate the fact that he's giving himself a facial. He's got the cucumbers on his eyes and he's eating the rest off of his belly.
I appreciated that as well.
Yeah.
That would be me doing a facial.
Yeah, exactly.
No, there's nothing better than a cucumber or a tomato with some fresh sea salt on it. Yes. So John meets up with Sister Lisa. They're very close. He's even teaching her a little bit of Thai. And John tells her the time zone difference is tough because they work different hours. And he says, there are some things that Sprite has done that are problematic. Like, I did go through his phone and saw him in a hotel with another guy. Sis is like, say what? What?
Excuse me, what? That's not what we would call a small problem.
No.
John.
No.
No.
He tells the camera it was a nightmare for me and a little bit of trust was broken.
Little bit.
Okay. Sis says he will meet a lot of people in his lifestyle and he may want to explore. And John's like, when Sprite goes out to dinner or something, like, he has to send me pictures. I have to demand proof of who he's with. He has to tell me where he is at all times. This is not good.
This is evidence report situation. This is Jasmine.
Evidence report. Thank you. Yes.
This is Jasmine and Gino all
picking
over
up
again.
The takeout.
And why were you nice to the person from whom you picked up the food?
Yes, you're absolutely right. So now John is on treadmill and he's running. Okay. John is me. I am John. A week before I go on vacation.
100%.
When I had 6 months to quote unquote get in shape.
Right. And the week before, we're going to lose 40 pounds. That's
because society makes us feel like we need to. I have to say, I haven't done that in a very long time. I have not worried about what I looked like in a bathing suit in a very long time.
That's good.
It's been refreshing.
That's good. Yeah.
Probably since the pandemic.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I'm just fuck it. I'm going to go to the beach and wear my bathing suit. And I don't care. And it's liberating. I will say this. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'll say it again. Ace Fanning. Aubrey Gordon has single-handedly changed how I think about my body.
Oh, I love that.
She absolutely has.
I love that.
We are 100% covering that documentary when it comes out.
Oh,
called Your Fat Friend, guys. It's about Aubrey Gordon, how she became a podcaster, how she, wrote her book.
Maintenance Phase and all of that.
But I started listening to Maintenance Phase and it just literally changed something upstairs for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It has done something that I've been not able to do in 30 years.
If you're struggling with how you feel about your body due to the size of your body, if you're struggling with how you feel about the wellness industrial complex and all of that, Maintenance Phase is so good.
So good.
It's so well researched. Mm-hmm. And they'll talk about things and be like, this is gobbledygook, but this actually makes sense. They're not afraid to say things that make sense, but they're like, aptogens and moon juice. No.
When she talked about Weight Watchers, it blew my mind. It really did.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just this idea that, I forget which episode I gleaned this from. It's probably a collaboration of many. Mm-hmm. But the idea that if I had just left my body alone, I would not have gotten into this nightmare that I'm in. Mm-hmm. So, she goes through, I'll have to find the episode and link it, but she goes through the science of dieting.
Yes.
And how when you lose 10 pounds on a diet, you bring 5% back. Because you always gain it back.
You always gain it back because your body wants to move back to stasis. And when you are in diet mode, you're in deprivation mode. So your body, from an evolutionary perspective, is I need to binge to make up for the deficit. It's a fucking roller coaster. And we've all been sold a fucking bill of goods that there's some way to do this to yourself. And
it fucks your metabolism.
Oh, yeah.
So when I was 14, 15, starting to really put on significant weight, starting to binge diet and do crazy things with my metabolism, if I had just left those extra pounds on, who knows what would have happened?
Who knows?
Do you know what I mean? But I had to fuck with it.
I know.
That blew my mind. It really blew my mind.
I saw a meme years ago that was something to the effect of nobody has the willpower of a chronic dieter. Because it's just this thing that you do to yourself all the fucking time. Yeah. And it's terrible. Actually, one of the things I want to write about next on Substack is my adventures of being a fat anorexic.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Because anorexia is not defined by your weight. It's defined by your behavior.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I 100% was anorexic for multiple periods in my life.
You cannot find a person of size aged 40, I would even say age 35 and over, who has not almost destroyed their bodies trying to get to some
magical
social ideal, right? It's anyway. Okay.
Anyway, there we go.
So he's doing the treadmill.
He's going to lose 40 pounds in a week. He'll be fine.
John says, in the gay community, body image is everything. Yeah. And I've put a lot of weight on and I don't know how Sprite will feel about it.
Yeah.
He says there's a lot riding on this. If Sprite is happy with what he sees, he won't be. He won't be. I feel like Sprite's the kind of guy who's never happy with what he sees.
No, I think he thinks he's better than everybody all the time. Yeah. And he's judging everybody.
Like John says, Sprite can be a bitch.
I think Sprite is a bitch. I don't think can be. I think is. I think we're there.
He says if Sprite likes what he sees, we can start planning our future. And he heads to the airport and he's got flowers and that's where we leave him.
Amy, this is so sad. If he likes what he sees, we can have a future.
Yep.
If I'm good enough, we can have a future. John is fine. He's adorable.
John is adorable.
Go find yourself a little twink in London.
Go find yourself Charlotte.
Except he's gay.
Oh, shit, right. I'm sorry. Don't find yourself Jamie. Don't go there.
No, don't go to Jamie.
No, you're better than Jamie, dude.
Don't go to Jamie. If you can try to pretend Charlotte's a dude, then maybe you could go there. But no, just kidding.
Okay. So on these first 2 episodes. Okay. I'm going to put our predictions.
Okay.
So let me do this. Okay. So of these 3 couples, let's do this. Charlotte and Johan.
They're not going
now. Okay. What I'm going to ask you is, are they going to be together at the end?
Okay.
So not necessarily that maybe they're not married, maybe, but are they still together at the end of the season? Go ahead.
Okay. Yes.
I'm going to say no.
Okay. I'm only going to say yes because he seems really interested in getting to the UK.
Okay. I think she's a dum-dum and
I think
she's
she's
not going to work out.
Oh, she's a total dum-dum.
All right. Jamie and Kathleen.
Jamie and Kathleen, yes.
Okay. I agree with you. I'm going to say yes as well. Okay. John and Sprite.
No. No.
You're saying no.
I'm going with a no on that. It's no for me, dog.
Just to be the outlier, I'm going to go with a yes.
Okay. We'll see what happens.
Okay. We'll see what happens.
And then Louise and Chicken will be fine.
Yeah. Well, we'll do the next because there's 3 more. Is there 3 more couples?
I think so.
Yeah. Guys, this was good. Thank you, Amanda.
It's fun. It's
Amanda,
like OG 90 Day.
I'm not going to lie.
It's like OG 90 Day.
I didn't want to do this because I'm like, we're not a 90-day podcast.
We're
not.
No.
And so I don't want to get locked into 26 weeks of 90 Day.
You're not going to get knocked into 26 weeks.
But Amanda, she comforted me. She said, this is like a quick in and out, 10 to 12 episodes. Mm-hmm. It's good. And
we're not good. Signing up for an HEA here.
It is good.
We're not doing that. And the way we're not going to become a 90-day podcast is we're never going to do the flagship Sunday night show.
Correct.
We'll only ever do the weird little spinoffs.
Which I'm enjoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm enjoying.
I just want Last Resort to come back.
It's coming back. I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah.
I need that to come back. But what I really need to come back is Couple to Throuple. Yes.
We know that Mark KTB Wahlberg
is filming.
He's filming Temptation Island.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know if Couple to Throuple is filming.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
All right, my friend, we've said it all.
We have, in fact, said it all.
Guys, stay tuned because we are talking about tomorrow. You're going to have Seeking Sister Wife with Corey and Carly from Surviving Sister Pods. No, Surviving Sister Wives. And Amanda and I are going to do a little something for you guys just to round out the season with our thoughts because we're going to miss talking about it.
Oh my God, I'm so sad this is over.
Me too. Me too.
I was texting with Meredith the other day and I'm like, can I get a PhD in Danielle Merrifield?
I know.
I want to study her.
Now, I wouldn't mind becoming I think we've kind of branded ourselves this way, becoming a polygamous podcast.
Oh, 100%. Yes, we're fine with that. We're fine with that.
All right, my friend. So guys, stay tuned, subscribe, leave us a review. If you want to support the show and you want to hear us talk about Sister Wives, and we do TLC Tuesdays.
Yes.
Which we're doing 90 Day Love in Paradise. And that's where Last Resort will be when it comes back. You can subscribe on Apple subscriptions. You can subscribe on Patreon and you could subscribe on Supercast.
Very good.
We're also doing the Jinx over there. Tess Brigham and I are doing the Jinx, which we're loving.
God.
Bob!
Oh my God.
It's Bob! That's my favorite. I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't do that imitation anymore. It's my favorite thing to do.
I was talking to my mom last night and she's like, what should I watch? And I said, have you watched The Jinx? And so we had that conversation and I'm like, you just got to hear him go, Bab, 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 it's Bab.
You have a call from
Bab. I love this guy. Did you kill Susan Berman? No. If you killed her, would you lie about it? Yes.
I like, can I call you? Would you like me to call you Mr. Durst? How would you like me to address you? You can call me sir. It's like, okay.
I just like that he screams everything.
I do too. So on Patreon, guys, we do these true crime binges. So we don't do them all the time, but we're doing the Jinx right now. When that's over, we'll talk about what we might do next. And I'm going to announce it. Amanda and I are going to start doing a mailbag.
Yay! I'm super excited.
And that's coming in June. So it's going to be only on Patreon at the $8 and $12 tiers. You'll be able to submit questions. Amanda and I will answer them. Or you could just, bring up a hot topic you'd like us to discuss. Whatever.
If you want advice, if you want our take on something weird, I don't know, whatever you want.
And that will be once a month.
Once a month. Yeah.
Once a month. Okay. All right, friends. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.
Take care, everyone.